Good morning, it's Marie and welcome to another video. So today I thought I'd film a day in the life working on a dairy farm here in Australia. This video could be helpful for those of you wanting to do your 88 days because working on a dairy farm does count as your 88 days. I actually already did my 88 days on an outback cow station. So this is the second job I'm doing working with cows. And I'm just doing this job because it was a good job for me and Evo, my boyfriend, to work together and live together. And also it's a good way to make a bit of money and we like working outdoorsy farmy jobs. So it's 5:50 a.m. We always start work at 6 a.m. every morning because that's when we do the first morning milk. Without further ado, let's get on with the day. So just walking out, it's still dark this morning and we're gonna get in the buggy thing. Oh, Evo's still light on, that's good. So the cows are actually waiting right now to come in because they know they're going to get their food. So they're all queuing up to come in once the gate opens.
Hello everyone, good morning. I've never done this before, so I'll try to do my best. I've been asked to feed out the cows with some solids and hay. And so this is going to be alright. Nice New Holland tractor with forks and a bale feeder right here in the back. So we're here at the solids bales. I need 2 of them and 1 roll of hay. But before I can pick these up with the bag, I need to flip them over. Now comes the tricky part. I have to pick up that bale going backwards with the forks and then the second one behind it, which will be even harder to see.
We've now finished all the milking for the morning, and so now it's my turn to feed the baby calves. There's quite a lot here for me to feed, and there's actually 3 that have just been born in the last few days, so they're very tiny, so we have to hand rear those ones. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get feeding the calves their milk, and I'll try and show you as much of it as possible. Come on, come get your food. Come on, time for food. So it's important to make sure they're all drinking, so sometimes one of them doesn't get on, so you have to like move. You go here. Come on, all drink. Yeah, that's it. You can all drink. Come on. So now they're all drinking. And he's just come for his food too. Sometimes I just have to make sure they're all drinking because the bigger ones can take over and get all the milk and the little ones miss out. So yeah, just make sure they all fairly get their milk portion for the day.
So right now I'm loaded with 1, 2 and 3 bales. Didn't take me long, maybe a couple minutes. If you think at home, but Evo, I can never do this, I never driven a tractor before, it's so difficult. then trust me, neither have I. However, being in Australia and working on all these farms have given me loads and loads of opportunity where I almost drive a tractor daily and learn how to operate one, learn how to do the forks and learn how to navigate and all everything. It's really not as hard as it looks. You just have to keep your wits about, don't do any stupid things, because in the end you're playing with hundreds of thousands of dollars of machinery and equipment. Therefore you have to be careful, of course, not to injure yourself or anyone else or an animal. But other than that, it's fairly easy to use, and I recommend everyone to go work on a farm and learn all these amazing skills that I never thought you were able to do. What it also doesn't tell you is that on the farm you get the most beautiful sunsets usually, and you're always working outdoors under the great blue sky. A bit grey now, but that's good. We need a little bit of rain. It's been fairly dry. We're currently in a drought.
So I just started showing my breakfast. So there's my oatmeal here, and then Evo's breakfast, which is 3 sausages on a plate. Very healthy. So these guys are all eating, just kind of check on them now, check they're all doing okay. And now we feed the other ones up there. So as you can tell, my job here on the farm is predominantly taking care of the calves. So obviously I do the milking and I do lots of other work along with Evo and the other people here. And obviously I do some tractor work here and there, and I do fencing here and there and all the other kinds of things that come with working on a farm. But my main role is taking care of the young calves. That's what I do every single day. It's my responsibility to make sure they have all their food, their grain, their milk in the mornings and at night, their water, their hay. So every single day I spend a few hours between milkings making sure the calves get everything they need. So I've just fed the larger calves, the ones that are still calves but not quite this little, and now I've just got to top up the food and the grain for all the other calves in here, and then I've got to do the baby calves and make sure they have their water, refill up their hay bales because their hay gets full every single day. Sometimes if Evo finishes his tractor work early, he comes and helps me with the young calves. So we just finished the hay bales, so now we're just going to fill up the smaller hay bales, and we've already done the water and the grain, so now these guys are all done for the day. Here's Evo with a big bale of hay now. That's a good chunk of hay, Evo. That should definitely do it. Hello. Honey. Okay, so now what we're doing, in fact, do you want to explain it, Eva? Because you know way better than me what we're doing.
We're going to look out for cows that might be in heat. I'm no farmer, I'm no vet, so I personally have no idea, but they explained to us that if a cow is in heat, other cows will try to jump it, like a bull would, so they call it bulling. And we're just looking for signs of when the cows are like, hey!
Get out!
Get out!
Yeah, we're basically looking for signs to see if the cows are acting unusual or if they're being jumped by other cows. So yeah, if we see any unusual cows jumping on each other, then we're going to assume that it may be in heat, so we just take note of their number. And
this is trouble.
This is the working dog trouble. There's so many dogs that are around this farm, as there always are on farms, so you always have friends to hang out with. Yeah, so we're just seeing if we can spot in heat cows, and we're just taking note of the numbers and yeah, writing it down basically. So we're going to just keep having a look now. We're going to get out and walk around and just see what we can find. Hey, Trouble. Well, this cow's kind of gotten in the way, but we just saw a cow over there that looks like it might be in heat. Move out the way, cow. Come on, up. No eating the plastic. Come on. See, these cows are not scared of people at all. They are really well cared for. They're like pets, and they really just are not scared. Come on, go away. Go away. Come on. Yeah, so there's one over here that looks like it might be in heat. Can you see here? There's a cow trying to jump it, basically. Yeah, so that's what we're looking out for. Out! Come on! Get out! Get out! Get out! 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 Oh, cow poo. Alright, I'm driving away. Come on, you guys! Out!
Heel!
Heel. No playing with the cows. The thing with working dogs is they just really love working, so you have to just stop them sometimes when it's not time to work.
Trouble, heel.
So it's the end of the day and we just finished the afternoon milk, so now we're just feeding the cows again, the baby calves, and yeah, and then we're gonna finish. So hey baby, you want your milk? Yeah, you guys want your milk? You want milk? Okay, I'll get you guys some milk soon.
Right now I'm on the bike and I'm gonna lock in the cows. We did the last milking. The cows have had another batch of feed that I rolled out just earlier. They all walked back to the paddock and I'm going to lock them in for a night. Basically means I'm going to shut the gate so the cows stay in there. Not really that exciting, but it finishes the day and that's always good. It's been a long way. Sunrise to sunset, it's usually the case. This is the last thing I do for the day and then we're done.
Hey everyone, okay, so it's now a few days later and I was just finishing editing this video and I just wanted to come in the end and say some stuff. So first of all, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that it did give some sort of idea to anyone who wants to work on a farm, what it could be like working on a dairy farm. Obviously all farms are different depending on where you work and what you do and who you're working with. You could have a totally different experience to what we're having. This is the first dairy farm I've ever worked on and I'm sure they're not all like this, but this place, yeah, they are really good and I really enjoy working here. I've never found working here to be, you know, a negative experience at all, and I'm not trying to convince anybody here that the dairy farming industry is incredible or perfect. That's not what this video is for. This video is literally just to show people what a backpacker in Australia can do to get their 88 days and what it could be like and what you could expect to do, and that it is better, in my opinion, to work on a farm and do something like this rather than doing some fruit picking in Bundaberg at a working hostel, because up there you're going to make no money, you're going to probably get treated by, like, absolute crap by the working hostels and the employers. I've heard some real horror stories from people, you know, going to these fruit picking farms at piece rate, making no money. I'm going to make a totally separate video all about do's and don'ts of 88 days and how to get your farm work and all that, so definitely keep an eye out for videos about that. I would just honestly recommend you try something like this and get a real Australian authentic experience, you know, working on an outback cattle station or working in rural areas like this, doing something new that you've never done before, getting to learn some new skills. I always have such an amazing time every day working with little calves and feeding them, and you know, this place really treats the animals so good. It's a really small family run farm. They just really do things well here, I think. Look into the place you're going, research it, and if you're not happy with where you're working, leave and go somewhere else, because there are some really good farms and places you can work, and there are ways that as a backpacker you can do your 88 days and have a really good, fun experience and fun time to and save some money. It's not just about getting your 88 days as quick as possible and going somewhere crappy that's going to treat you like crap. I'd much rather do something like this. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, give me a like, please. Subscribe to see more videos about working, traveling, all kinds of things. I make videos about all kinds of different topics, but mostly orientated around my life and traveling the world and working online and all that kinds of stuff. So yeah, if you want to follow the journey, subscribe, see more videos, and yeah, leave a comment below. Have you considered doing your 88 days in Australia if you were on a working holiday, and how would you do it? Would you want to do something like this at a farm? And if you did, leave your experience below, because I think it's so important that backpackers share positive, good experiences that they've had, because so many people talk about the negative, you know, side of working in Australia, doing your 88 days. And I just know that so many people have amazing experiences too, and they're not talked about enough. So yeah, let us know. Anyway, I'm going to end this here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye. Any last words, Evo?
This food is really good.